You know the feeling. It's that odd, almost electric tingle of suspicion that creeps in when you least expect it. You're chatting with friends about something random, maybe a vacation spot, a weird gadget, or a pizza craving. The conversation is light, spontaneous, and you're not thinking twice about your phone sitting nearby. Your phone's just sitting there, screen off, or so you think. It's almost invisible, blending into the background of your daily life. Hours later, you scroll your feed. Bam! An ad for that exact thing pops up. Not just a similar product, but the very topic you were just discussing. It's unsettling. Did your phone just hear you? The coincidence feels too sharp, too specific to ignore. This isn't a wild conspiracy theory. It's a common, eerie experience. Everyone seems to have a story, friends, family, even strangers online. The obvious conclusion, our phones must be listening all the time. How else could these ads be so perfectly timed? Tech companies deny it, saying it's impossible, battery draining, and a privacy nightmare. They insist your privacy is protected, and that constant listening just isn't happening. They claim they only listen for wake words like, "Hey Siri," or "Okay Google." Supposedly, your conversations are safe unless you trigger those magic phrases. Yet, the coincidences keep piling up. The stories are everywhere. It's become a running joke, a modern urban legend that refuses to die. Are we just paranoid, or is something more subtle happening? Is it all in our heads, or is there a hidden mechanism at work? Is it confirmation bias, or is there a cleverer system at play? Maybe algorithms are smarter than we think, connecting dots we don't even see. I decided to test it myself, with a controlled experiment. If there's something going on, I want to see it firsthand. Let's dig in and see if we can finally answer, once and for all, is your phone secretly listening, or is the truth even stranger than we imagine? To test this, I needed a plan, see if just talking near my phone could trigger related ads. No searching, no texting, no app use, just my voice. The phrase had to be unique, something I'd never searched for or typed. After some thought, I picked banana dog shampoo. It's weird, specific, and totally unrelated to my usual interests. I don't own a dog, and I've never looked for banana-scented pet products. For the next few days, I'd casually say, "banana dog shampoo" near my phone. I'd mention it in conversations, on speakerphone, or just out loud with my phone locked. No apps open, just the mic potentially listening. The only input, my voice. Then, I'd wait and watch for any sign of banana dog shampoo or anything close in my ads. The experiment was set. Now, it was time to see if the algorithm would take the bait. The waiting would be the real test. Day 1, nothing. The anticipation was almost comical, like waiting for a kettle to boil while staring at it. I checked my phone every hour, half expecting something strange to pop up, but my feeds were as ordinary as ever. I kept dropping banana dog shampoo into conversations, making sure my phone was always nearby just in case it was listening. My friends laughed, but I was determined to keep the experiment going. Suddenly, I became hyper-aware of every ad. Was that new? Was I always seeing so many meal kit ads, or was I just noticing them now? Every scroll felt like a mini investigation. Once you start looking for patterns, you see them everywhere. Every coincidence feels loaded with meaning, every ad a potential clue. But I stayed focused. I wanted bananas, dogs, or, ideally, banana dog shampoo. Day 2, still nothing. My patience was being tested, but I wasn't ready to quit. I kept up the act, describing the imaginary benefits of banana dog shampoo to anyone who would listen. I even talked to my dog about it, just in case. My feeds remained stubbornly ordinary. No banana dog shampoo, no sudden influx of pet product ads. Just the usual mix of memes and meal kits. Maybe the tech companies were right. Maybe it was all in my head, a case of confirmation bias. Was I just seeing what I wanted to see? But I wasn't ready to give up. I doubled down, repeating the phrase, searching for any sign that the algorithm was picking up on my experiment. I kept checking, refreshing, and analyzing my feeds. A digital stakeout. Every refresh was a new chance for something weird to appear. The tension built. Was I chasing a myth or about to catch the algorithm in the act? My curiosity was turning into obsession. The third day would be the decider. I circled it on my calendar, set reminders, and braced myself for the outcome. Would the ads finally get weird? Would I see a banana dog shampoo ad, or would it all end in anticlimax? I was about to find out. My finger hovered over the refresh button, heart pounding with anticipation. The experiment was reaching its climax. Every second felt stretched, every notification a possible breakthrough. One more day to go. The answer was just around the corner, and I was ready for whatever came next. On day 3, things changed. It was subtle at first, almost easy to dismiss as a fluke. But as the hours ticked by, the shift became impossible to ignore. Scrolling through Facebook, I was greeted by an ad for organic fruit-scented shampoo, not for dogs but for people. The ad was bright, cheery, and oddly specific, as if it had been plucked from a conversation I barely remembered having. I'd never seen that brand before. It wasn't a product I'd searched for or even thought about. Odd, I thought, but maybe just a coincidence. Then on Instagram, things got even stranger. An ad popped up for gourmet dog food delivery, complete with glossy photos of happy pups and artisanal meals. I don't have a dog, I've never owned one, and I never get pet ads. My feed is usually filled with tech gadgets and travel deals, not pet supplies. It was as if the algorithm had split my offhand phrase, shampoo and dog, into two separate ad categories, and decided to target me for both. The logic was uncanny, almost as if it was piecing together fragments of my life to create a new digital profile. Later that evening, I opened my laptop and was greeted by a banner ad for a pet supply store. The image? A golden retriever being bathed, suds everywhere, looking blissfully content. The headline read, "Everything you need for a happy, healthy pup." It was almost comical, if it wasn't so unsettling. Within 72 hours of casually mentioning a bizarre product, I was being served ads for fruit-scented shampoo and premium dog supplies. The connection was too close to be random. It wasn't a direct hit, but it was close enough to make me uneasy. The ads felt like echoes of my private thoughts, bouncing back at me from every screen. The system wasn't just parroting my words, it was inferring concepts, making leaps, and targeting me with uncanny precision. It was as if artificial intelligence was listening, learning, and adapting in real time. My idle chatter, the kind of background noise you never think twice about, had been analyzed, categorized, and monetized. Every word was data, every phrase a potential ad trigger. The truth wasn't a simple yes or no, it was more complicated, more nuanced, and frankly more disturbing than I'd expected. The algorithm was smarter and more invasive than I'd realized. It didn't just know what I'd said, it seemed to understand what I meant. The experiment revealed a sophisticated, unsettling layer of data processing. It was a glimpse into how our digital footprints are tracked, interpreted, and used to shape our online experience. My words had become ad fuel, powering a machine that never sleeps, always listening, always learning. The line between coincidence and targeting was blurry, but impossible to ignore. I realized that in the age of algorithms, even our most casual conversations can have digital consequences. So, if phones aren't recording everything, how did my experiment work? The answer: on-device audio processing. Phones listen for wake words using a dedicated chip, not recording, just analyzing short audio snippets. When a wake word is detected, recording starts, but only then, according to official claims. But some apps with mic access can use similar tech, listening for keywords locally. If a match is found, like shampoo or dog, the app sends a signal to ad servers, not the audio itself. It's a privacy loophole. Listening without really listening. The result? Ads that feel eerily connected to your conversations. But audio triggers aren't the whole story. Most ad targeting is powered by behavioral data modeling. Your phone knows your location, search history, browsing habits, and even who you spend time with. If your friend searches for dog breeds and you hang out, you might both get dog ads. Proximity targeting. The algorithm builds a predictive profile, connecting your interests and those of your social circle. It's not magic, it's massive pattern recognition. Sometimes you see an ad after a conversation not because your phone listened, but because the system predicted it. Maybe you walked past a pet store, or your friend followed a dog groomer online. The AI connects the dots and targets you accordingly. It's less direct than eavesdropping, but just as invasive. Your digital life is mapped in ways you can't see. The result: ads that feel psychic, but are just the product of relentless data analysis. All this data collection starts with app permissions and user agreements. We tap allow for mic, camera, and location without thinking. That's how we hand over our privacy. Granting mic access means an app can listen whenever it's running. OS indicators help, but on-device keyword listening might not trigger them. Terms of service are dense legal walls. Few read them, but by clicking agree, we give companies broad rights to collect and use our data. It's a broken system built on uninformed consent. We trade privacy for convenience, often without realizing the cost. That's the foundation of the data economy. Creeped out? you're not powerless. Start with a permission audit. Revoke mic access from apps that don't need it. Limit ad tracking in your phone's settings. Use privacy-focused browsers like Brave or DuckDuckGo to block trackers. Switch to a privacy-respecting search engine. Consider a VPN to mask your browsing and add a layer of protection. These steps won't make you invisible, but they'll make you harder to track. Take control of your digital life. Don't just accept the defaults. Privacy is a choice, but you have to make it. The more proactive you are, the less data you give away. It's your phone. Make it work for you, not the ad companies. So, is your phone secretly listening? Sort of, but not how you think. It's not a person eavesdropping, but a web of automated triggers and behavioral analysis. The result? Your offline life becomes online data for profit. As AI grows, it'll get even better at predicting, inferring, and understanding you, sometimes without recording a word. The line between helpful and invasive is vanishing. We need stronger privacy laws, more transparency, and real control over our data. Don't let convenience blind you to the cost. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and demand better. The future is here, and it's listening. What will you do?